Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I am going to do a tarot collective for today. Today is a Wednesday. It is August 12th, 2026. It's the last day of the Lionsgate portal. And I think there's an eclipse today. There's planetary alignment stuff going on today. And I think a full moon or a new moon or something like that. New moon? You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Oh, I heard Thursday, and this time I heard Thursday, Friday. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. But whatever doesn't, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Berthelman. You can find this at My Intuitive Intention on Etsy. If you go to intuitiveintention.com, which is his website, and you want to buy decks, it's going to forward you to his Etsy shop. So, if you are interested, change of plans today. I decided to be lazy. Actually, I just decided to do stuff in the house instead of go out and putz around. What's sad is either way, I feel like I spend money. No. This morning I bought some stuff for my daddy-o, so for his new apartment in October. I got excited and I'm like, I have to buy cleaning supplies today, even though we're talking like 2 months away. I bought him some storage containers for his stuff. If he likes them, I can go back and get him more. But yeah, I gotta call him later, make plans for dinner, I think on Friday. Tomorrow I'm going to the movies with the ex-husband and his mom. It's going to be the first time I've been to the movie theater. 4 years, 5 years, I don't even know. I don't go to the movies anymore. We got 2 on the table. I gotta run home and feed the kitties and change real quick and then drive my ass to Algonquin in traffic. We got 3 on the table. I gotta make it there by 5:30. I'm giving myself an hour and a half to get there. I better get there by 5:30. It's ridiculous. Someone's having someone's gonna confront somebody about their spending, and then it's gonna escalate to some type of fight, some type of argument. Five on the table. One is turned over. I can't see it. Five on the table. No majors. No reversal. We'll do 2 more shuffles. Oh, I feel like somebody's gonna leave somebody behind over money. Because it's kind of it's what I saw. And you guys know, you take how it resonates, female, male, it doesn't matter. 2 males, it doesn't matter. Non-binary, who cares? I don't care what you are. Be who you are. I love you. Here's the thing. I pictured a feminine and a masculine arguing over money. Like there's a confrontation, there's a discussion, but it escalates to a fight. So 2 people are arguing over money, and then I think someone's gonna walk away. Someone's gonna walk away from somebody over money. Because it's kind of giving, like, the old typical standard, like you're in a relationship or you're married and one person makes the money and one person spends the money, right? It's kind of giving that. Take how it resonates. And I'm not seeing, like, because I am seeing a male, a masculine, and a feminine, but I'm not seeing, like, oh, the feminine's the one spending the money or the masculine's the one spending the money. I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing an argument. I'm seeing a discussion that leads to an argument. Someone that the person that's not spending the money, the person that's bringing it up, is going to walk away from a connection because they're going to realize somebody's just in it for the money. This could be a couple dating. This could be a relationship. This could be a marriage. But it's just giving, like, some type of union, and two people are fighting about money. And again, take how it resonates. It could be two masculines fighting over money, two feminines fighting over money. It could be the masculine that's spending all the money that the feminine makes. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just yeah, somebody's going to realize that they're going to be better off without another person. I just heard a hanger on. Hanger on. Typically, like, in my mind, right? I could look it up on my phone, but typically that would imply, like, in my mind, that would imply, like, somebody just attaching themselves to somebody for what they can give them. Whether it's money, whether it's fame, that kind of thing. We're going to do one more shuffle. We got 6 on the table. We now have a major, no reversal. Yeah, somebody, if this hasn't already happened, somebody's going to wake up to the realization that they're a lot more mature than another person, and they have a more progressive outlook on life, whereas one person is just like, gimme, 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 gimme. I don't care how you get it, just give it to me, kind of attitude. Like, sell your blood, cut off your foot and sell it. Like, just give me my money, give me my stuff. Because it doesn't even have to be somebody giving somebody actual cash, right? It literally could be somebody going out there, getting in a relationship with someone and saying, hey, you need to buy me roses every other day. Hey, you need to buy me a diamond ring every month. You need to buy me shoes every 2 weeks. You need to be Manola Blahniks. You need to buy me this, that, and the other every 6 months. You need to take me on a cruise vacation every 3 months. It's just giving, like, I want, gimme, I need, and not really caring about what the other person wants or needs. And here's the thing, typically when you see relationships like this, and I'm going to throw it out there, it's the old stereotype, right? And it really doesn't matter, male, female, it happens both ways. Somebody gets into a relationship with a taker because they're giving them sex, they're giving them affection, they're giving them emotional something. It gets to a point where, your bank is running dry and the sex ain't that good anymore. Like, is it really worth it? Like, you can go get in a relationship with a nice girl or a nice guy and not have to take them on vacation every 3 months, not have to buy them a diamond ring every month, and the sex could be pretty damn good. And you got somebody that loves you. You know what I mean? Like, like, sometimes it takes a while for people to wake up. And it's funny because this card is here. I'm going to show it to you before I do the final shuffle. Queen of Cups. Rob Barthelman wrote on there, emotional wisdom. Like, someone is realizing, like, money isn't love. Money is not love. And if you're getting into a relationship with someone that's like, oh, buy me, take me out to dinner, take me out to the movies, buy me this coat, buy me this ring, look at these shoes, pay my rent. And somebody's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, is this worth it? Because really, when you get down to it, it's a lack of respect. That person doesn't respect you. They just want cha-ching. They don't respect you. They don't give a shit about you. Do you respect yourself? That's the fucking question. And don't even get me started, because y'all, I love my ex-husband. We're friends, right? I love him. But in that relationship for what, 10 years, 11 years, married almost 7, I was the breadwinner. Don't get me wrong, he made more money than I did, but he didn't bring home more money than I did. Every month he cleared maybe $800 to $1,000. That was it. When we got together, he was paying child support, he was paying alimony. The alimony dropped off after 2-3 years. And the year before we got divorced, the year before we separated and got divorced, his child support fell off. So he was finally bringing home a full paycheck, okay? Other than if he wanted to give his kid money, right? Which I would never argue with him about that. I paid for everything. I paid for everything. If you're only bringing home $800 to $1,000 a month, he had a car payment the whole time we were together. He had a car payment for $300, $400, $500. So you're talking like right there, that's half the money. I think he was paying our phone bill, I want to say, because we combined our cell phones. So he was paying that. So you're talking probably, okay, like $125. So now you're talking like he's got $400 to $500 a month. Sometimes he was paying the gas bill, the water bill, the electric bill. He had to put gas in his car. He drove farther to work than I did. He was a smoker, a toker, if you know what I mean. He was spending money on that every month. I was paying our mortgage, which was almost $2,000 a month. I was buying all the groceries. I was paying the other half of the bills. I was the one that figured out how to put a new roof on our house, get us a new water heater, get us a new furnace air conditioner. I was the one that paid for his kid to go to Florida. I was the one that paid for his kids' braces. We weren't even married then. After a while, it got to the point where, like, I'm just tired of taking care of another person. Like, you can't even do 50-50. And you guys know, I've talked about it before, where the guy from work, and again, it's not to say my ex-husband is a bad man. He's not a bad man. It's just, you know, as a person that carries all that, you get to a point where you're just done. You don't want to do that anymore. And then they don't understand. They don't get it. Right. And I told you guys, if you subscribe, I told you this a long time ago. When he finally stopped paying child support and he had his full check, he literally thought that every month he was going to take that money from child support and spend it on comic books and junk. No, sir. Like, you need to pay half the mortgage. Like, I'm drowning. Like, I'm dying here. Make it make sense. Anyway, I told you guys that the guy that I was walking with last year from work, who kept trying to get me to get into a relationship, and he kept offering me, well, 50%, Kim, 50%. I'll pay half the bills, you know? No, sir. I pay all my bills. I work my ass off. I work overtime to pay all my bills, to pay for the things I want to give to, like charities, to take care of my cats, to make sure that they're fed good and they're taken care of, to keep a roof over my head, to improve upon the roof over my head. New furnace, new air conditioner, new water heater, ceiling fans to cool myself down in the early summer days and the fall days so I don't have to have the air on, right? Why on earth would I accept 50%? I put in 100. You want to put in 100? You want to pay the $1,600 a month mortgage? Then you can come live here. And I might sleep with you like once a year. Just, But I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Like there are a lot of people out there that they just don't get it. Like they take and they take and they take, and then they look at their person and like, give me more. And that person's like, dude, I'm done. Like I've had months of this, years of this. I am done. That's the energy that's here. Last shuffle. Someone's done with a person. They're done with a situation. And it's like, waking up one morning and realizing like somebody's literally just using you. Literally just using you for whatever they can get out of you, right? Like I said, it doesn't even necessarily have to be money. When you think about it, everything equates to money, right? So clout, fame, right? Same thing. Using you because you have a nice car, using you because you have a nice house, using you because you come from money, even if you don't have money. I've had that before in my family. Marrying for money, thinking, oh, well, 30, 40 years down the road, I'm going to get all that money. It's a long wait. I don't think you realize the emotional and mental toll that will take on you, but you go ahead and wait for that payout. Literally had that in my family. We got 7 with bottom of the deck. We've got 1 major, no reversal. Bottom of the deck is the Hangman. Top of the deck. Oof. I love this. Top of the deck. Strength. 8 of Cups. Somebody's going to come out of some lack. Like somebody's going to really move on from another person, move on from a situation, and kind of look back and be like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Like, that person took advantage of me. That person robbed me blind. And I literally have nothing to show for it, You got a few memories of some good sex. I mean, a videotape maybe. I mean, seriously, maybe a watch or a diamond ring that someone bought you with your own money. Like, is that what you have to remember them by? I mean, seriously. Let me show you what we got. We got the 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. We got the Queen of Cups. We've got the 6 of Swords. We got the Hierophant. And then bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Wands. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates, right? Like I said, it doesn't matter. Whomever this person is, they're waking up, they're realizing money is not emotional support. Like me giving somebody gifts and getting nothing in return. Like, what is the point of that? Like, you can't even support me emotionally, mentally. You're not even there for me. But you have your hand out and you want a kickback. You want a gift. Somebody's realizing like, no, like I could literally go out there and date 50 people and probably find 25 to 30 people that do not act like this and would be just as amazing to get in a relationship. Seriously. Men or women, it doesn't matter. And somebody's realizing, like, why would I keep giving to something that doesn't support me? Somebody doesn't support me. Why would I keep giving to them? And look at this. 6 of Swords, the Hierophant, the 3 of Wands. Like, look at what this person has in store for them. Like, seriously. Growth, abundance. And that's the thing, right? Whomever this is that's taking and taking and taking, that's toxicity. That's karmic. And when you align yourself with somebody like that, that bleeds into your life. When you feed into that, that bleeds into your life. You take on that karma. You take on that energy. When you walk away from it, when you wake up and you walk away from it, think about all the things that could happen. Think about all the doors that open. Like, finally, a breath of fresh air, new experiences, challenges, change, growth, abundance, healing, everything. Everything that comes with releasing toxicity. Now this centers, like I said, this centers like around a couple, like a relationship. But that doesn't even have to, in reality, that's not always the case, right? Like you can release situations, you can move away from toxic neighbors, toxic friends, family, workers, coworkers, right? Release it. Let them go. Because I guarantee you that toxicity is rubbing off on you in probably different ways, probably not even the exact same way that someone else is toxic. Let them go. Let that energy go and move forward for a brighter future, a brighter, you know what I mean? Like a brighter today, even. Seriously. I've been hearing this a lot lately, and I've probably said it like 2 or 3 times. The world is your oyster with the Three of Wands. Like somebody has infinite possibility. You just have to learn to let certain people, certain situations go. They're just not meant for you. And like I said, for that one shitty person that took advantage, there's like 20, 30, 100 other people out there that would never do that to you. Why the fuck would you stay with someone like that? I can't tell you how many I can't tell you how many men and women I've talked to that have been in relationships where they stayed with the person even though they knew they were toxic, even though they knew they were using them and technically abusing them. They stay with that person because they felt sorry for them, because they had a thought that when they moved on, there would be nobody else for them, nobody else to take care of them, nobody else to give them money, nobody else to buy them shit. Seriously? Like you're going to stay in a shit ass relationship because you feel bad that someone is going to have nowhere to go when you leave. Fuck that. Ab- Fuck that. If I had that mentality, I would have stayed married to the ex-husband. We would still be married. We would be drowning in debt. We would probably have lost the house by now. Like I mean seriously. It was it and I love him to death. You guys know I love him to death. I just no. No. That was one of the biggest reasons why I had to get out of that relationship. I just could not. I could not. And here's the thing, I have my own money issues. I've said this before. Like, I spend money, I save money, I spend money, I save money. But I support me. I take care of me. I know when to draw the line. I know when to kick myself in the ass. And I listen because it's just me. I cannot do that with another person. I could never do that again with another person. Seriously, if I were to date somebody and we're like a couple months in, couple weeks in, whatever, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I already spent my paycheck cuz I had to do this, that and the other to my car even though, I knew it could wait, but I'd be like, "I'm out. I'm out." Mm-mm-mm-mm. When you're irresponsible, when you're an adult, you have a big boy or a big girl job and you're making money and you're living on your own, hopefully, because you should be. Um, and you spend money when you know you need to save money, or you spend money for the rent on something stupid. No, I'm out. I'm gone. Like I'm sorry, that's like a red flag. I just fucking can't. I fucking can't. And the guy at work that wanted to do 50-50, you know, he's over 60. He's got to be like 62, 63, if not older than that, right? I was 45 last year. Now I'm 46. There is no way in hell I would ever date a 60 something year old man that rents a room in a basement, that probably can barely afford his car payment and his insurance payment, who thinks it's okay to ask for a relationship with 50-50. You are a 60-something-year-old man. Like you should have your own home. Your car should be paid off. That's all relative, right? But in theory, you should be set. Like your 401k should be thriving. You should not be jotting off to Vegas every 3 months. I don't know what it is with old men in Vegas. I guess he thinks he's going to meet out there. I don't know. Somebody desperate for 50-50. No. Mm-mm. No. I just could not. When I was dating, when I was online, when I had the dating apps, the first thing that I put on, the first thing that was in my little description box, and I'm sure I got comments. I got comments from a few men, which I deleted and blocked. Um, you have your own car, you have your own home, you have a job, and you don't have 20,000 baby mamas. That is seriously what I wrote in the description box. Otherwise, don't even message me. Don't even fucking message me. I was 42 after the divorce, going on 43. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I understand people fall on hard times. I understand there's people literally living in their car. But in this day and age, if you're a certain age and you have a good job, there is no reason on earth why you can't take care of yourself. I understand. Okay, maybe you rent an apartment. Okay, fine. You rent an apartment. Renting an apartment is better than renting a room in a basement of a house that like 5 other people live in when you're 60. When you're 60. Like that just tells me that you're not even planning for retirement. You haven't even planned for retirement. And that was another thing he talked to me about. He thought he was going to be able to afford to move to North Carolina and live on a boat and retire out there. Who's paying for that boat, sir? Because I don't think he's paying for that boat. That would probably be all his retirement. He would have to go back to work. There's a lot of people out there that just do not live in reality. They do not live in reality. Here's the thing. You could say, Kim, you don't live in reality either because you have such high standards. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm single. And that's okay. Because I have standards, right? I have standards and I expect them to be met. And the sad thing is, it's not even standards really for me. It's standards that are meant to be good for someone else. Because the standards that I have for someone else are things that they should actually want for themselves. Like, really think about it. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. And I'm not saying I would have to marry a millionaire. I'm not saying that somebody has to pay all my bills for me. What I'm saying is, like, you're a grown ass adult. You have to have something to show for it. And again, I'm not going to take care of you. If you're not going to take care of me, I'm not going to take care of you. Like, that's just out of this world insanity. And there are just men and women out there that just think that, they're going to be saved and people are going to take care of them. They jump from man to woman for support, but then they don't offer anything in return. And it's really sad that people like that still exist and that they think it's okay. Yeah, well, they pay my rent, but I give them a service. Great. 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 Oh, I just couldn't do it. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think that type of lifestyle is worth it to me. On either side, honestly, being the giver or the taker, I don't think it's worth it. Hmm. What is that song called? It's an old song, Phony Baloney. Maybe it's the lyrics. I don't know what the song is. Pony Maroney? It's from The Great Outdoors. It's from The Great Outdoors with John Candy and Dan Aykroyd. I'm trying to think. I don't know what the song is, but I think it's when they're at the bar, the the lodge house or whatever, and they're dancing and they're playing the music in the background, and you hear something like Pony Maroney or Pony Baloney or I don't know. I don't know. I just all of a sudden heard that in my head. Somebody just might like to dance. Somebody who might like music. Somebody might like the great outdoors. Who doesn't love the great outdoors? One of the best movies ever freaking made. Seriously. They just. I'm supposed to. I think I just told you I'm supposed to go to the movies with the ex-husband tomorrow and his mom, which I'm excited, and I want to see the movie. But I swear to God, they just do not make movies like they used to. They just do not. And again, that's why I have not been to the theater in like 4 or 5 years. They just do not make movies like they used to. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a fabulous Wednesday. I will talk to you later. Bye.